Hello guys!
Hello.
It is para to 21 comeback eh. It's been a long time coming but we're here now. This is the first time na magre-recording tayo ng RV for a long time.
Oo nga, ang tagal-tagal na pala. Parang ang last. Ay, hindi. Actually tayo.
Kayong dalawa
Harry
kasi meron.
Ay, hindi. Kasama si Harry. Nag-record din tayo. Magkasama tayong dalawa. Yung ginulo natin siya sa Australia.
True.
Nag-record tayo nun bago tayo nag-live.
Anong record natin yun?
Hindi to 21 sis SB19 lang to. 1 year pahinga lang. Hindi naman yung matagal. Anyway, so yun. True to our word, i-grant namin ang request ng isa sa ating mga executive members na si, of course, Miss Tinky. And of course, guys, ano to ha? Ito ay itatry talaga namin na ma-upload. Babalitaan namin kayo. Kapag napapanood nyo na siya, of course, it means that it got through. Pag hindi nyo pa rin siya napapanood,
i-Google Drive na lang namin kay Miss Tinky.
Pero yun, we're going to react to 8 by Philip. Of course, Philip reactions have been long overdue. Not because we want, pero restrictions kasi talaga. To be completely honest, hindi talaga gusto namin. It's just that, alam niyo naman, tinatry namin kahit 1 per member nga eh. Pero nahihirapan kami talaga, lalo na sa mga MVs. But of course, we're here now. So again, let's get this ball rolling for Ache. One of the 7 deadly sins. Tama ba?
True.
Actually, ang Ache 70S?
Oo nga.
Hindi, bes.
Hindi ba siya 70S?
Aside from the 7 deadly sins, meron siyang 8. Parang as an anchor. Correct me if I'm wrong. Pero,
what do you mean by ache? Akala ko alke.
Gago. Ache, masakit.
Sakit. Pain.
Sarap suntukin ni Harry.
Oo. Pero I think makaka-relate tayo dito kasi may heartache tayo ngayong Pasko. Kasi di ba Blake, like for example, you're single this coming Christmas. Harry.
Bakit kami ache? Wala kaming ache, Diyos ko.
Wala kang toothache?
Wala, meron ngayon sis. Medyo
Novodental.
Novodental, baka naman. Medyo namamagamagal siya ngayon. Pero kaya naman to. Medyo mabaho lang. Charot lang. Anyway, so yun na. Let's get this reaction going.
Okay. And we're going to use these framed lyrics. Of course, we wanted to watch the visualizer first. Pero mas maganda to sa reaction. So, ito. Oh my God. Sorry ha, I just have to cut this though. Parang I have a soft spot para dun sa mga, alam niyo yung mga parang may choir sa mga awitin. So parang it brought me to church. Ang soft spot
mo ba galing sa isang movie? Yung itong movie na to, na biglang pag-angat ng kortina may church bigla sa likod na kumakanta. Anong movie yun? Kalimutan ko. Doon ba galing yung
maraming may mga ganung movie.
Yung may mga ganung movie. Parang
sa Glee ko naman siya na-recall talaga ng sobra.
Yeah, pero alam mo, parang I think Ache is not part of the 7 sins, pero I think with the direction na nakikita ko, this is going to be uplifting, empowering. So nakakatuwa lang.
Get me in the dark, the blue sky. Coming like the blue sky. So worries not enough, don't die. sharp enough like the knife. Nobody can take my light. I pray that you won't leave my side. No words could explain how much I hate no more. Everything I undertake no more. I pain, I bleed, I suffocate no more. But that begin if you will break no more.
Grabe, emotions.
No words could explain how much I hate.
Um, ah, I think
Hindi ng emotions ng kantang to.
sobra yung emotions, no, at nararamdaman ko talaga. I just have to say this, no, if any other singer will sing this in Ken's style or Philip's style, cringy. Kasi for me, masyadong muffled yung pagkakabigkas, yung pagkakakanta ng mga lyrics. Masyadong muffled, but it's Philip. Alam niyo yun, guys, na if you're fully committed to a certain sound and napanindigan mo yun, napagtagumpayan mo yun, then you're very unique, and it sounds good. So it's Philip. It's a
True.
signature sound of Philip. Kasi pag any other singer yung gumawa nito, parang kung ako parang kasi hindi na commit ng kagaya niya. So I like it. Kayo guys?
Ako parang feeling ko, nararamdaman ko agad, mas maganda to kapag yung mas malakas yung sa live, tapos mas malakas yung boses ni Philip kaysa sa backing
Well, SB19 naman to, so tiwala ka namang mas malakas parate ang vocals nila kaysa sa backing.
totoo naman, pero ayoko lang na sobrang parang mas malakas pa yung sounds.
True.
So, may tanong ako sa iyo, Harry. For example, live, given your opinion earlier, would you prefer that a real choir is backing him?
Hindi.
So, okay ka na dun sa tono lang?
Parang
like
feeling ko
background?
lang mas ramdam ko yung emotion kapag mag-isa si Philip tapos litaw na litaw yung boses niya kaysa sa
Ayaw mo ng mga eksena sa movie na biglang bubulaga yung choir pagtaas ng curtain. Okay.
Siguro kung movie, baka magandang ilapat to, pero
To each his own. Okay.
yeah.
Ay, ako kasi parang ang naaalala ko dyan yung parang mga performance ni Jessica Sanchez sa American Idol eh. Tapos biglang mamaya lalabas na yung mga, kahit alam mong last 15 to 20 seconds lang yung choir, pero may gana pa rin sila, di ba?
Alam mo, sigurado na ako sa channel natin walang straight. Grabe yung reference kay Jessica Sanchez. American Idol. Parang puntong-punto mo, te. Pero anyway, go on.
No words could explain how much I hate.
Alam mo,
Was that the end?
No, not yet.
Okay.
Not yet. Pero I think grabe yung grabe yung tapang. I mean, saludo ako dun sa tapang. Of course, 'di ba? Hindi lang naman sa pagkanta, hindi lang naman yung iyong pagbigkas ng lyrics, yung harmony. Sometimes you need to create or to create a certain sound to fit in dun sa kanta. And he's very brave of doing that. Kasi parang of course the worry palagi is that awkward kaya if I make this sound or mapanindigan ko kaya, can I fully commit to it? So kinikilabutan ako.
Siguro to comment on that comment of yours, parang I also would agree na this could be deemed negatively yung mga sounds kasi on a plain day it really sounds awkward. But I guess what I would say is that because of the setup of the song na parang may setup the orchestra and then his solo and then back to the orchestra and then him gushing out different emotions, I think there was a proper setting of the mood para mag-work sa'yo. Pero siguro it wouldn't work kapag yung mismong part na yon, like tiniktok mo yun lang yung sound na ginamit mo. It wouldn't work that way. But I think what listeners would need to hear is that in order to appreciate it, you have to really take it as a whole. Parang ganun siguro.
True.
Yeah.
And sabi ko nga, parang yun yung nakakatuwa sa isang artist walang filter. Kasi I think there are artists who are insecure in a sense that they would apply filter or they will certainly make sure na they sounded very nicely. They sounded so polished. Yun yung gusto ko kay Philip Yung roughness, yung rawness is there. I mean, you're unafraid talaga to show that. 'Di ba? And it really fits into the mood of the song. So, kinikilabutan na Kiz.
Taray.
Wow. Wow. Oh,
Galing.
Wow.
Uy, sorry ha. As a Philip stan, I regret not listening to this. It's honestly my first time listening to this. And siguro, ang daming emosyon. Number one, Philip, kung napapanood mo man to, pakikontak ako. Marami akong naiisip na production dito sa number mong to. Madami akong pwede i-collab sa'yo na pwedeng i-share na ideas. Anyway, going dun sa emosyon, ang setup din, parang what's good about this song is that it keeps on surprising you. Number one, the orchestra. Opening,
Mm.
pak. Tapos biglang nag-solo siya. That also shifts your mood not too far from how you originally felt. Pero doon mo mararamdaman yung sincerity naman niya doon sa song, and then bumalik na naman sa choir. And then come the gushing out of the emotions through those, parang sabi nga natin, medyo weird na noises kung in a plain daylight. Tapos biglang matarinig mo yung tunog ng mga bata. And then it really brings you back to the meaning of the song, which is it's a redemption song. Hindi pala siya palubog na yung tipong problema. Parang it's actually more of a redemption song na ang sarap iparinig to anyone who's actually, really feeling down na, hey, listen to this. Kasi hindi lang nga si Philip yung maririnig mong boses dun eh. There are like the choir and then the kids. Though, tapos pagdating mo pa dun sa dulo, biglang parang ang ganda nung lahat na yung kumakanta. So, the song itself is a production. The song itself has great value. So, galing.
Yeah.
Now, it's safe to say, mas paborito ko na to sa bulan.
Okay. So, ako, yung pinakang gusto ko dito sa kanta na to, no? Yung parang sobrang para siya sa Generation Z. 'Di ba laging sinasabi nga, itong mga Generation Z medyo, alam mo yun, yung mga suicidal thoughts, and at the same time, yung mga suicidal tendencies ng mga Gen Zs. Pero ang ganda lang nung message ng songs, na parang all these sufferings, may kalalagyan yan sa future. So parang pinapaliwanag na pinapaintindi sa today's generation na lahat talaga ng tao may pinagdadaanan, may ganyan, and then parang everything will be alright in the future. But ang grade ko talaga sa song na to, bigla kasi nung sinabi mo, Blake, na may mga surprises, may surprises, naging 9/10 tuloy yung grade ko. Kasi parang feeling ko lang, ang isa lang kulang, best, isang rap part man lang sana.
I disagree.
Feeling ko may gusto lang akong isang part na parang hindi naman super rap na but parang medyo kinda parang nag-monologue.
You mean spoken word?
Yeah, parang may pagkaganon. Parang bet ko sanang may ganon. Kaya it's 9/10.
Ako naman, I respectfully disagree dun sa rap part. Parang I think if you're going to send out a message, make it more obvious, straight into the face of the listener, and yun yung ginawa niya eh, 'di ba? And then of course, parang ang naramdaman ko, pinapasok ko na ni Philip dun sa inner feelings. I mean, inner thought niya. And then narinig mo yung children's choir na feeling ko it somehow is a reminiscent dun sa kabataan or innocence ni Philip. Yun yung na-feel ko talaga. Para bang you see all Philip na so cool, so may pagka-dark, lalo na sa album na to. And then you hear those beautiful choir na children. Siguro pinasilip niya sa atin yung kabataan niya or yung innocence na meron siya. So parang yun yung na-feel ko. Now, spoken poetry, I think, will do. Pwede. Pero yung rap, I don't know kung paano siya ipapasok, Harry. But I don't know. I like it kung ano yung napakinggan ko so far. And kanina sinearch ko yung lyrics kasi this is written solely by Philip.
Oh.
It's a beautifully written song.
So you know that this is from the heart. Kasi I think everything you write would have to be something that you not technically are connected to, but you can relate to. Hindi foreign yung feeling sa'yo. Kasi I don't really know. I don't know. Has Lady Gaga, Lady Gaga writes her own songs, but has Lady Gaga, do you think, ever written a song na hindi siya nakarelate?
No. Parang...
So parang feeling mo, pinakinggan mo yung album, alam mo na lahat ng kantang yon ay kahit papano may relation sa kanya. Parang gano'n. Parang it's personal. Sometimes alam mo, this is really, I'm just gonna be honest, no? Siyempre, alam mo yun,
Juarez, kay Gaga, kay SB19, kay Philip, you all want, lahat ng kanta nila gusto mong maging chart topping, gusto mong mag number one, gusto mong sumikat ng sumikat, pero there are songs talaga and there are albums that are not meant to be for the public. Na parang, yung parang makonsume ng general public. May mga artists kagaya ni Philip na hindi hungry na maging chart friendly yung mga songs. But, parang may niche kasi siya eh. Katulad nito, di ba? Yung album ni Philip, parang may certain niche siya. And nandun kadalasan yung mga gems. Nandun kadalasan yung mga songs na hindi man nag-number one sa chart, pero very valuable sa ilang mga nakapakinig. So, ganun din ako kay Gaga. No? There are songs na very personal to her, pero bakit tinutulugan ng tao? Ganun yung nararamdaman ko. Bakit hindi ito yung pumapatok ng nagsa-skyrocket high chart-topping hits? But
True.
it served its purpose for me. Tama ka dun, Harry, na sinasabi mo na parang siguro sa generation to na much more depressed or feeling depressed. It kind of remind me of Billie Eilish somehow. Parang ganon.
Yung atake.
Pero what I appreciate most is yun nga, it speaks to the generation. Siguro, while you're saying Gen Z, it can also speak to millennials na parang a lot of millennials kasi can actually feel that you're not yet there but you're going. Para you're still moving forward. So, and even dun sa mga matatanda, kumbaga, it's never too late for anything, ika nga nila. But thank you very much for really listening. And grabe, I really regret not listening to this immediately.
And everything best, no, para sa akin lang talaga, parang it really speaks to you. It really speaks to you na parang you have to remember the dreams that you had when you were a kid. Parang ganon. Parang ano yung pinangarap mo noon?
Yeah, so yun. Bale,
thank you so much sa ating executive member.
Yes, Miss Tinky.
Tinky.
Mali, tig-isa tayo.
Sorry. Hindi na agad nakaka-accuse.
Sorry
thank you po kay Miss Tinky.
Tinky.
Yan.
Oy, pakibati ang ating mga executive members na hawak tayo sa leeg. So, kahit pagod ang Matt Summer TV at may ubo, wala tayong magagawa. Pakibati pa isa-isa.
Ayun, thank you so much sa ating executive members na si Winter Snow, Ate Vanessa D, Ray S. Chermos, Net, Lilian Maranes, Jackie Tanzon, Lucy Han, Bernadette Icaro, and Jeneline Capicio. And sino pa yung ibang ating executive members, Blake?
Si Miss Mary Ann de la Cruz, Jackie, si Juani, si Miss Tinky, Golden Queen, Andy, Matt Maeve, Kat A, Emnel, and Moshi Moch. Thank you so much.
And I guess we'll see you again in our next reaction videos. Thank you very much for tuning in. This is our reaction to Ache by Philip. My name is Blake.
And this is Harry.
And this is Matt. Thank you so much. Bye.